Attention everybody, the views and opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of Acts Ministry, Acts Media Group, and or their affiliate and subordinate ministries and or nonprofits. Some of this content may be adult in nature, so please use discretion while watching with your children. So without any further ado and without any other hoo-ha, here he is to tell you what time of day it is. It's Johnny Rooster.
I'm directing my own music, guys. Good morning. I feel like it's Friday, maybe because it's St. Patrick's Day. I got a guest today. Good morning, you're watching Johnny Rooster Live with my guest, Mark Williams. Say hello, Mark.
Hello.
This is so cool. Right in front of us, you might notice the front of your screen. This is Ollie the orangutan, O the O. Right next to him is our newest addition. His name's Patrick. I thought that was a good one for today. Threw up a little green in the background, have a little splashy of green, munching on some of this nasty, dry. Have you ever eaten shredded wheat?
I love it.
Milk?
It's delicious, man.
I mean, it'll stick in your throat. That's how good it is. So we've got a lot of exciting things. So we're going to get right down to it. The healthcare market, that's what Mark Williams is a specialist in. We're going to have so much fun along the way, you won't want to miss it. But people are talking about these new tax credits.
Correct, that's correct.
And the stimulus,
Yep.
and how does that relate to healthcare? So Mark, you have your own agency. Go right for those questions, and then we'll go into who you are. So right for the answer. What do we do with this tax credit? Because
That's called the American Rescue Plan, and a lot of it, people just know it as the most recent stimulus plan that's happening. What it did is it definitely increased the amount of tax credits that are available for those people who aren't offered health insurance through their employers. So if you have health insurance that you're individually being responsible for, and almost anybody qualifies for these credits. In fact, nearly 90% of folks will pay probably less than $100, most likely less than $50 even. A lot of these tax credits are not only coming in to help pay premiums, but also to offer what we call cost share reductions, which lower your deductibles and lower your co-pays and lower your prescription benefits. And
so this is good news.
It's amazing.
We've had a landslide of negative news in the past few months, so I think this is interesting.
It's very good news for those folks that haven't been able to get coverage, and for those folks who are needing care and have a high out-of-pocket. So these out-of-pockets have been dropped in so many instances, and the best way to do it is to get. You can get online yourself. It really does pay to have an agent, whether you talk to me or any other certified professional. Like, you have to have a certification to work in the marketplace. Our agency is called Williams Insurance. We're the founder of MediPack Health Plans.
Do you have a cool jingle? Williams Insurance?
Not exactly, no. It's still pretty boring. It's still pretty boring in the insurance world. I like that one, though. That's better.
Yeah, I like a call for the fly. So a lot of people, we talk kind of fast. We know our stuff. I know something about what you're saying, but not enough. So let's kind of slow it down for people like me. Kind of dumbing it down a little bit. It's time to put on my dunce cap or my thinking cap. I can't think about. Okay, so a tax credit. Is that for certain eligibility requirements?
There are some eligibility requirements. What people normally think of as a tax credit, though, is something that comes when they file their taxes.
Yes.
This is something...
That's where they run to Walmart and buy a big screen TV.
Right. This is something that happens in advance. It's called the Advanced Premium Tax Credit. The government has an acronym, APTC.
APTC.
That's right.
APTC.
So, kind of like that. So the Advanced Premium Tax Credit comes to you in advance. So a lot of times with the Affordable Care Act, we had a lot of extra benefits that we weren't used to having in every single plan.
But is this because were we required to have it?
Yes.
That was kind of the bummer.
That was
why
the
do I
thing.
have to
You
do
have
that?
to have it. That's the way the way the marketplace works. But everybody's included. Pre-existing conditions don't have a factor anymore.
I have leprosy.
So, you can get coverage. So there's lots of things along that lines. And then for those that don't qualify for these tax credits, there are alternative plans through Aetna and Cigna and National General. We have all those plans.
So you're a broker.
That's correct. Yes, we're an independent brokerage firm. We founded MediPack Health Plans to help people better understand it. It's just a marketing type thing. But we package plans together so people can get their own deal. Let's make it real simple.
That seems like you're very individualized for the customer,
Yep.
but you can do a lot of options to find
Definitely.
what's working for that customer.
And we've been doing it since 2002, so we do have a lot of experience at it and a lot of direct appointments with the insurance companies. So you're not dealing with a middleman at all. You're dealing directly with us and directly with the insurance providers.
Okay, these tax credits just came about.
Well, not exactly. They were just expanded.
They were just
So
expanded.
now they're expanded. That means that more people can qualify for them. And now we're in the midst of a special enrollment period that was just created. It's running from February 15th till May the 15th.
February 15th is come and gone.
Right.
March 15th came and gone,
Yep.
but it's going not through April 15th, not the tax deadline,
Oh,
but to May
May
15th.
Correct.
High five. I figured it out. Johnny Rooster right here at Axe Media Group. We were going to call ourselves AMG Broadcasting. We're rebranding. We're relooking. As you notice, today we're in a different type of environment. Now, normally, Mark, I've been in the studio with my guests and we're sitting apart with headphones and mics. Today, we are winging it. We are looking free and ready. And no matter what, the green screen is behind us because people like a green screen. But I also wanted to fill you in as an audience. I was raising $317 for the green screen. That was green 317. And guess what today is, folks? My son's birthday, St. Patrick's Day, the list goes on. It is 317, and we have reached our goal. There's a green screen behind us. Now, what's funny about that is you're thinking, green screen's supposed to have some picture. Well, quit being so picky. I said green screen, didn't say picture. Well, yes, we will have pictures upcoming. I wanted green for this day. This is the green day.
Got it.
We raised the green for the green screen. We thank you, the viewers and listeners, for pitching in your money. There's several people that will be recognized that donated. We did reach our goal.
Yay!
This is reason to take a drink.
Coffee only.
Not even green water today. That would be awful. We're talking to Mark Williams. He has his own insurance brokerage since 2002. Is that right? You've been doing this the whole time.
Yep.
You've passed the goal of the first 5 years in business.
Oh yeah, we're very.
Then
very
you got
much
10.
established.
Then you got 20.
Yep. Almost 20.
Pushing towards
Almost
the 20.
Yep.
What's been? Has there been something different in the past that's really helped or hurt things? And is this helping and hurting anything for you
It's just
now?
changes. I mean, and
These
the
changes.
changes are exciting because people need to learn about the changes. So, as an expert in the field and continuing all of my education and reaching the certifications, I know a little bit more about it on the front end. So the hard part is you don't need a guy like me to do this, right? You can just dial in and talk to what they call a navigator, which is a
Yes.
very knowledgeable person on the end of the phone, but they don't really know all the rules pertaining to your situation.
Okay.
And then they'll just enter the data as you go along.
Yes.
Versus I do an interview on the front end, so we know what to expect. We can talk within 5 minutes and know if you're eligible for your tax credit. And based on my experience, a lot of times I can estimate it pretty correctly. I can know if you don't qualify for a tax credit, we can look at other options as well. Because if you don't qualify for a
Okay,
tax
let's
credit,
say I don't qualify. What do you do?
we look at what they call limited duration.
to play worst case scenario. Worst case scenario.
It's not really worst case scenario.
It's not bad.
No, it's
Even
not bad
then,
at all.
it's not bad.
Exactly. So they have what they call limited duration plans. They used to be known as short-term medical. In Missouri, for instance, they used to be limited to only 3 months. Now we got 3 years of this stuff. So you can buy a plan for 3 years. Correct. It's awesome. You can lock in your rate for up to 2 years at a time. We've got Aetna networks. We've got Cigna
You
networks.
can lock in your rates even if you have a health situation?
Yeah, so we've got preventative care built into those plans.
Warning, good news, good news. Look out, I know you're
People
not
don't
used-
realize it.
you're
It's
not
really
used to
not.
good news.
The trouble is that the perception is that, God, I hate my insurance, and man, my health
I know,
insurance is so
people
hard to
like
do
that
it.
topic.
But it's really not that. For a guy like me who's been doing it so long, we have the appointments and the contracts and all the cool things to answer your questions and get you going right away. So we've been doing it a long time. We've got great affiliations in town, for instance. 2 right now. We've got Premier Choice Agency, which has 3 locations in Springfield. They're a Medipac authorized agent. Heather Jenkins CPA in Nixa. They're a Medipac authorized agent. So we've got CPAs and insurance brokers across town that can help you out. About 11 agents right now in total.
Okay, I'm driving along, I'm slamming on the brakes for everybody. Hold it, Medipac. You might not be familiar with that term. MEDIPAK.
Right.
What is Medipack?
It's MedipackPlans.com. You can go check us out there. Basically, Medipack is just a marketing idea that says, hey, we're going to look at your specific situation and we're going to package plans together. For instance, right, maybe you want a higher deductible plan to lower your premiums, right? But your most common thing is an accident. So what we'll do is we'll package your major medical plan with a little accident provision.
So that you can still have the lower premium, even to offset the high deductible.
If you hurt yourself, there's no deductible. So anytime you have an injury, so it's full medical reimbursement for Blue Cross Blue Shield.
I almost can't wait to get hurt. Going too far.
It's true.
You know, the unforeseeable that happens, life can be unpredictable.
It is unpredictable, and the thing is that when we look at an accident, we never know what's going to happen. We just had all this bad weather. There was a lot of folks that were involved in whether they were car accidents or slipping on the ice, different things like that. I just had a sports injury was one of my most recent claim for a kid who was 14 who rolled his ankle.
Oh, yeah.
And so again, the hardest thing is that what's my insurance going to pay? My kid rolled his ankle. I don't want to take him to the emergency room.
Right, that's going to just shoot
terrible.
that bill up.
But we've got $25,000 worth of coverage there with no deductible.
No deductible.
So it's like walking into the ER with 25 grand.
I got goosebumps when you say that. Say it again in slow motion. It's like
walking into the ER with $25,000. No, it's a full medical reimbursement option, which is a lot different than some of the other plans that you're familiar with, like that duck that walks around and talks. That type of plan is called a schedule pay plan.
Schedule, okay.
And what they're doing is they're saying, well, did you ride in the ambulance? We're going to give you $1,500.
Okay, so they
cut your
itemize
finger.
Okay.
Yeah, but we just look at the bill and pay you the bill. It's medical.
What?
It's full medical reimbursement.
Is that why you own your own insurance brokerage? Because you want to get through some of those...
No, I like helping people. I mean, I really do like to do it right. And when Medipack comes together, we compete with a lot of people that have big advertising budgets like the Duck. And they have a big sales force, and we like the Duck. The Duck is great because it's brought the awareness to the market, but what they fail to do is they a lot of times don't cover everything that happens to you during your deal because they have a schedule that they're paying. If you stroll in the door and create $10,000 worth of bills in the ER, but you only cut your finger, they're just going to give you the $200 because you cut your finger.
This is extremely important.
You know,
so important. Patrick, you're going to do the honors today. Stay put, Mark. This is Mark Williams.
Woo!
Hi guys, my name is Patrick. I'm the St. Patrick's Bear. Hey guys in the studio, can you please get ready with the commercials? Because I don't have the technology. And Mark Williams doesn't know how to do it. It's his first time.
No idea.
Please get the commercials ready. And also, Johnny needs to see you. This is not a joke. He really does. He's got a question.
Okay, my show, my rules. I gotta realize sometimes we communicate in different ways visually. What are some ways that you, Mark Williams, owner of, what do you call the agency?
It's just Williams Insurance and Financial Services.
Williams Insurance Financial Services and NIXA. What do you do visually to catch people's attention? What do you do to help people find you?
Typically, I appear at local happy hours and dance.
Oh, you dance?
Yes, I dance. And
Got a demonstration today?
Never mind.
Yeah.
No, that's not true.
Cue the music.
Cue the music here. Wow, we're running late.
You know, this guy, this guy, he's ready to dance, and now you've let him do it. But other than dancing, okay.
Well, insurance is not really a very lively subject.
No, it's rather boring.
So what I do is basically...
Just need to know about if you can put a bar under him with his name on it.
Already did.
You're great. I just don't...
It's been under this whole time.
I'm blind, and I thank you.
I even made it green.
When you want to drop the commercials, when you want to, like,
Mark
the 20-minute mark coming up 3.
At 20 minutes?
Can we do it in... Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, on
Right
the 20.
on the dot.
On the 20. You're awesome. Kicking butt. All right, so you don't dance to get the attention. You don't need to.
No, we do little...
Insurance is kind of
we do workshops right now. Like, for instance, during an open enrollment period like this, it's real important that people see us. So we do, a lot of times we'll do workshops, or we'll do, like right now we've got 4 little fairs, 5 actually, that are going on between now and the 15th of May.
May 15th again.
Exactly.
You're 1 month past that old tax deadline.
So May 15th is the last day you can enroll in a marketplace plan.
Does enrollment mean that if you're ineligible after the 15th, that you got to wait for the next enrollment?
You would have to wait, or you could take one of our alternative plans, what we call limited duration. We already mentioned that a little bit, through Aetna or through Cigna. Both of those networks are available.
That's for people with pre-existing, or what is
Well,
that?
not everybody's eligible.
Financial-
We do have a guaranteed issue product in there, but the best products are for people that can say, I haven't got pre-existing conditions.
Okay,
So-
which just makes sense.
But we do have guaranteed issue plans, so if you miss the open enrollment deadline and you need to get coverage,
Are you able to carry coverage on yourself?
well, yeah.
Okay, well, yeah. So do you have a recommendation, or do you just go with whatever that people need according to
Well,
their
everybody, that's the
situation?
whole point is
not just
individual healthcare. The reason I got into it so much was because everybody's need was so different.
Yeah.
I mean, you find, a lot of folks that might have a pre-existing condition and can't do anything except go to the marketplace, or maybe they've lost their coverage. Everybody's different,
Are we talking individuals in the same household? If they're different, how do you accommodate that?
You can actually split that coverage up. I got a guy doing that right now. So
You
he's
mean like my wife's got some situation and I don't, or vice versa?
exactly, because here's a great example. I've got an electrician that has a very wealthy company doing very well, and he needs to have a surgery. He doesn't qualify for any tax credits. But he's going to pay full price in the marketplace and get a really good plan, no pre-existing, all going to work out for him.
Yeah.
But instead of putting his wife on there, because that costs a whole lot more,
Yeah.
they can put her in an alternative plan
What?
for $200 or $300 less per month.
You're maneuvering everybody's situation individually
Exactly.
for their best
You can
benefit.
actually plan your surgery even, and what your out of pocket is going to be.
Makes me want to have certain. No, it doesn't. It doesn't make me want to have certain, but it makes me more in favor of talking about insurance, understanding it, and then applying it to my life instead of resisting it as the devil.
It's good to.
Commercial break.
Cool.
Guys, thank you. We'll see you after these important messages.
Woohoo! How was that? Did I do the woohoo?
She's fun. I might say that she sings a lot.
Well, the song I sing all the time is Jolene. Jolene, Jolene, Jolene.
And Tiffany is someone who lives life to the fullest.
Jolene.
When she says that she cares about her patients, she's not joking. There's been multiple times when she's learned about a need of a patient or their family, and she's either taken care of that herself or has reached out and made contacts to see that whatever that need is, whether it's food or whatever situation it is, that's taken care of. And I think that, makes a difference there, and just that she's involved with them. I hear that from the patients at the front desk that I really like her because she listens to. I've never had anyone just listen to me before.
My motto is everything from the ground up. So everything from the curb to the house, I'll take care of it. When they know that they can go to just one person to get it all, they have only one person to talk to. That's what my clients like. They don't like to have to farm out, landscaping here, herbicide or pesticide, somewhere else. They only got one person to go to, one person that, that's going to give them answers.
Hey dear, let's go get some new Formica countertops from Kitchenland USA. They look great, just like wood finish.
Formica? Oh, that's tacky. I remember that when I was growing up.
Well, let's see what Brad Trock says. He's the owner of Kitchenland USA. He should know. You must unlearn what you have learned.
Oh, all right, I'll give it a try.
No. Try not. Do. Or do not. There is no try.
Standing 5'3" with 130 pounds, this is our darling, our dear, our diva, Terry Williams. Here he is, your host, your hero, 6'1", 197 pounds, Johnny Rooster.
I do a lot of stuff. I work out every day, eating, and I sit up out of bed every morning, and I'm a big guy, so I can take you. You're just a little girl, and you're no match for me.
I don't know where you get these ridiculous ideas, Johnny.
The rematch.
And we're back, and you guys, as you know, we're going to have a showdown on Saturday. That is if Terry Williams shows up. Meanwhile, I've got my guest totally blinded by this amazing stunt that we're going to do next. This is the blindfold test. Now, I see the record thing on the screen. Is that what we see? I'm seeing that on my screen. I can't see. Matt, I'm just seeing record, microphone, all the,
sorry about that.
all
Go
of
ahead.
the stuff on the screen.
Go back.
I can't see it.
Now, of course, you didn't, nothing to see here. Now, Mark Williams of Williams Insurance, he's got his own agency. He's a pretty smart guy when it comes to insurance. But when it comes to identification of objects, Mark, hold your hands out. Nothing will hurt you, nothing heavy. What is in your hand? Hold it up so we can see it. What is that object?
That is a very large fishing bobber.
There you go. That is a good reply. One more object here we're going to hand you.
Oh, this is the bear. Or maybe the orangutan. I don't know. It's the,
Keep going. You can discover.
It
definitely has the right answer. Which one is it?
It is the orangutan.
Yes, now you got it. Now you can remove your blindfold. The idea is, do you think this does resemble a fishing bobber? It's a decoration from New Orleans Mardi Gras.
I love it.
The beads got bigger and bigger until they did this.
I see.
They got gaudier and gaudier. And that reminds me of what I was going to say. People want something bigger and better, shinier and more exciting. They want the orangutan, not just the bear. When people want it all, is there an I want it all and money's no object type of thing? What do you have? What's your best? What do you recommend for people that want full coverage on health insurance? Or the best they can get?
Again, I mean, in what we do, I really want to stress that we don't.
People like to shop that way, and you might need to educate them.
The hardest part is that it's really not that way. There's no cookie cutter in what we do. I mean, and if you are buying a cookie cutter, you should probably talk to somebody who can customize your benefits.
Yeah.
I would say that if there's a really good chance right now that most people will be eligible to receive a very large credit that will help them with their insurance premiums. And that's the biggest thing that we're doing right now is helping people enroll in those plans, helping them understand how to estimate their income to get a better tax credit. That's a lot of things. You have to estimate a lot of things because it is, again, the APTC, the advanced premium. So in order to get it in advance, you must estimate. And a lot of people get uncomfortable with that, So
what are they estimating again?
It's based on your income.
Okay.
So
they're estimating their annual income in order to get.
That's correct. Your annual.
They need to be pretty close to that.
Not really. I mean, they can.
I am estimating between $5 and $5 million.
Well, that's a big. Okay, that's a big deal. You
need to get it.
If you're getting that big, then you probably you probably want to do an alternative plan. But usually, you can be $5,000 off and know where you're at. And then the best part about it is that if you begin to make a lot of money during the year, I mean, we all want to make more money.
That'd be fun.
If we begin to make more money than we originally estimated, then we just get online and we do a life change. It's very simple.
Oh, you can adjust as you go?
Just as you go.
What?
I know. People don't know these great things.
Woo! That's my kind of insurance. Ollie, Patrick is here. Ollie's here. We're talking about Mark Williams. Now, there's probably 100,000 Mark Williamses out there, but this guy is the insurance broker
Right.
Do you get tangled up with any other Mark Williams?
All the time, and it's great. I love being a very common name. In fact, we've got John Smith outnumbered. We've got Mike Johnson. Yeah, we actually had 17 pages of Williamses in the phone book most recently.
Williams is really a strong.
I said the phone book. That's so 1999. Sorry for the younger viewers.
I don't mean to offend anybody that doesn't understand what a phone book is.
Right.
Remember that we used to have something very heavy and lots of paper. Can you believe paper? And we'd actually put printed words.
It's true. It's true.
It was crazy. Anyway, but yeah, there's Williams is a very common name.
It is.
And you stand above the crowd in some specific way.
Well, I'm a mark above the rest.
Okay. Ah, yes.
Some people say I'm
welcome.
Remarkable.
Bring it. Yes. You've put it right on the mark.
The truth is I am, exactly.
Yes.
The truth is I am an expert in the field. What I don't know, I can find out. I don't try to overstate my qualifications by any means, but I do know a lot about what we do, and I help a lot of people. That's really why I do it. I mean, we do help a lot of folks better understand it, and this is a serious stuff. I mean, I've got clients, for instance, I've got one client right now that had to go all the way to North Carolina to have a tumor removed.
That's serious.
You know, and the insurance is taking care of his situation.
What is your phone number?
Great. My phone number is 417-818-1987.
1987.
Yep, and you can reach me directly there. You can also get online and go to medipackplans.com and see some of the plans that we offer.
Medipack, MEDIPAK plans.com.
And that
throwing everything I can at the audience.
And then for those folks that want to keep it all together in one deal, we affiliate with PremierChoice.agency.
Premier Choice.
Right.
And that Premier is this
P-R-E-M-I-E. Premier, P-R-E-M-I-E-R. I'm pretty sure that says I before E.
Is there an E after the R?
Oh my God, now you're going to mess me up. I
think there is.
Well, PremierChoice.agency is the website.
Okay.
But the idea is...
Some search engines will spell for you when you get that close.
Some folks, like I said, don't like to have all of their coverage spread out with so many different people. The hard part, though, is that you really need to talk to a specialist in each area. Like, even your auto insurance. I'm sorry, but that gecko does not know what's happening in your life and doesn't really care.
But he does look cool on a billboard.
Very much so.
You got to realize that's branding, but it's not enough, is it?
It isn't. To really speak with a specialist in the arena, like we've got great P&C specialists at Premier Choice. Health and life is what I do. Even retirement planning, we do a lot of opportunities there where we help people better understand how to protect their investment, keep their money safe in a market where you've got ups and downs.
Yes.
We can help them avoid that volatility and still participate in some gains.
I can see you, if somebody's blindfolded, they don't know where to go, I can just see this. It's like shows up.
It's a beacon.
Somebody takes the blindfold off and they see Mark Williams.
It's true. There you go.
Yeah, buddy.
No, it is fun. I do like it, and I do enjoy it, and I do really take pride in our reputation in the market and what we do, especially all the companies that we offer. You know, we're not tied to one specific company. Again, it's not a cookie cutter approach. But right now, the big deal is the marketplace because of the opening of the special enrollment period and the passage of the American Rescue Plan, which is very interesting stuff. If you get time to read about it, it's more than just a little tax stimulus to your pocket. I mean, we're all supposed to get this $1,400 stimulus check that's coming. But in addition to that, there were so many things that were part of it, and the big deal was the expansion of the Affordable Care Act and the marketplace tax credits, and how more people than ever were qualified for zero deductible plans and zero premium plans.
Zero, baby!
Zero premium.
Now, I know we have a lot of fun, we do a lot of banter, but in all seriousness, this is Mark Williams. You go ahead and say how to be reached, and then let's recap what we've talked about.
That's great. You can reach me, Mark Williams. My direct line is 417-818-1987.
1987.
That's my favorite year. A lot of fun back in that day. But you can also contact us through our website, medipackplans.com.
Medipackplans.com.
Yeah, and that's the easiest ways to reach us. And we're very easy to check out all over the web and all over Springfield even.
Are you looking for specific types of clients these days?
You know, what we want to do is help people overcome their fear of working in the marketplace. There was a stigma back when it first came out. Like, what is this? Why do we have to have this kind of coverage? What's happening here? And really what happened was that the Affordable Care Act was passed because a lot of people were confused about their health plan. There were a lot of plans out there that were maybe misrepresented, depending on their situation, where maybe pre-existing conditions they thought were covered, and then they weren't. So the Affordable Care Act came in and said, hey, we're going to standardize these plans. Everybody's going to get the same type of thing. Now, you can still buy those alternative plans, but understand that when something is ACA, Affordable Care Act compliant, it's a special type of plan. And you can only buy it at certain times, and you have to buy it on the marketplace. So, and some companies decided that at that time they didn't want to do that. They didn't want to even participate. Right now, we've got a lot of participation. 4 companies in Springfield, for instance, in Greene County, you can get a hold of. Cox Health Plans is in there, Anthem is in there, Ambetter is in there. You've got a new company called Medica, which is also a great plan as well. So, lots of choices, more choices than ever before. I mean, right now, there are more choices in healthcare than there have ever been. If you don't qualify for a tax credit and you are seeing those high premiums, you can buy a different plan that is $1 million worth of coverage, unlimited office visit copays through the urgent care system. There are lots of ways to get a hold of a good plan, and we should all have health insurance. I don't know that I want to jump on one side or the other and call it a right of certain cases, but we should try to plan for the unexpected, and health insurance does that.
So you're watching Johnny Rooster live. I do this show live. We're going to do something off camera, but Mark is on camera, as you can see. I've zoomed in on you, Mark. I have a question. If I am so in poverty, what do I do? If I don't have enough money, I can't afford health care, what do I do?
Well, there's a lot of ways to do that. So, I mean, right now, Missouri HealthNet is a big part of the state of Missouri care. Amendment 2, expanded Medicaid, that's a whole other subject to look at. But for those folks that are experiencing hardship, there are very good plans that are actually managed now. The state of Missouri allows insurance companies to manage those plans. So you can pick like Ambetter to be your manager for Missouri HealthNet. And that's for folks that might be experiencing hardship and not have a lot of money. Now, the interesting thing about what you just said is that we were able to estimate our income. So we have to meet a threshold in order to qualify for that tax credit. So what I say to you is, if you're could you be self-employed? Could you maybe, you've been talking about Mary Kay for a while. How's that working for you? Do you mow lawns? Well, what can you do to generate income this year? And can we estimate that income a little higher to get you qualified? Now, sometimes you can't.
Good point, because a lot of people with COVID, they got sidelined on their jobs. Now what are they doing? Now, I'm recommending I see a lot of offices are going to be closing down and people working from home more. I think a trend is starting. Call centers may not be like they were. However, if people are being creative, what are some ideas? You said maybe mow some lawns, doing some things you're doing to claim some income, correct?
Yeah, you can do that to get your estimated income up. I want to really reassure everyone about the COVID crisis, though. There's so much confusion around that. And all of the insurance plans have programs that pay for COVID testing. Some even waive the deductible when you're in the hospital for COVID. There are lots of different programs out there. And if you have insurance, you shouldn't have to pay for a COVID test, put it that way. You should, those should be taken care of, especially if you're experiencing symptoms, any of that type of thing. And we have, right now, telemedicine is so large. Telemedicine has blown up. All of the plans with Ambetter, for instance, or with our carrier, National General, they include COVID testing. You qualify for, and how can we enroll you, and how can we help you?
That's right. It's always a good thing. Give yourself an extra 5 minutes today to go over some options in your head of what you really want your life to look like. I like that we had 5 extra minutes on this show just so we can remind ourselves every day. It's important. Take 5 extra minutes, and your day is not going to be wasted if you have that purpose in your positioning.
Yeah.
I'm reminded of that even as we did this. I believe that was a divine appointment. I like this stuff. I really do. I dig it. Mark, I appreciate you being here. You've seen some of what we do. I want to reach out to you business owners like Mark, to you entrepreneurs. I have some interesting visual ads. You guys could call it, I call it advertainment. Johnny Rooster Advertainment. What I'm doing here is part of a 501c3 under Acts Ministry. They take care of issues with veterans. They take care of things to do with autism awareness. They have a clothing, free clothing distribution for needy families and other food projects that they do. They've been operating over 20 years. The last 5.5, they've done a broadcasting called Acts Media Group. We're branding that to call it AMG, speaking of acronyms.
Right.
AMG Broadcasting. I would like to come to you for a specific donation to this ministry. I'm able to get you advertising that entertains people where they want to watch it, and you can share it on your platforms. So check that out just go to JohnnyRoosterLive.com and go to the guest sign up form, and I'll get you in the system, and we'll talk about that. If you need to talk about insurance one more time, Mark Williams can be reached
417-818-1987. Jump online and go to metapackplans.com and learn a little bit about how we package plans together. It's just a basic website, but we do let people know that they can customize their individual benefits, even for the small business. So it's pretty good. It's a cool thing.
Well, as we're saying farewell, here's your guy. See you later, everybody. I know it's not that fun to play with puppets when you're a certain age, but we do it anyway. Why? Because we're starved for your attention. Actually, we just love talking to you guys, and we like to make life fun. Be cheerful. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I'll see you on Friday. They're playing music. Are we clear? We're not clear yet. Keep up the action. Dance party. 5-minute dance party. Woohoo.